is a special start to the day. So in that way, it isn't just an exercise, a 30-minute exercise program. It's a way to connect with ourselves and deeper parts of ourselves. And so if we can consider the soul, this will be the centerpiece for our thoughts, our mind, the focus of our minds. Even as we're going to be moving into physical practice, that's going to help open up the body and open up the mind so that we can be guided by the soul for the day. Eventually, when we have that focus, make that our central focus daily, it changes the way that we live, and then we are able to live in the way we seek to, in terms of the virtues and the ideals that we strive towards. So that is a big purpose for centralizing our practice around the soul. And if you have a candle, you can light it with me. So, especially this time of year, we can take time to really look at the flame and let the flame penetrate within. So we'll first start with taking a few deep breaths, sitting up tall. Now relaxing the face. And then we will light the candle. You might look at this flame for a moment. May everything that's in the way of my soul speaking to me be removed. May all obstacles to the communication with my soul be removed. And let's begin moving the body. We're going to start in standing today. So at the top of the mat, so standing at the top of the mat, we're just starting, just lit the candle, and we are going to begin right in standing, and we will have, once I can get this under control, we'll start with palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Let's let the big toes touch, the heels apart. So again, focusing this day on communicating with the soul, being guided by our innermost self, that truly cares about our growth and development. Bringing the mind there. And then moving that into the body. So the next exhalation, bend the knees and bring the knees in towards each other. On the inhalation, kind of lower the arms, reach the arms upwards, come into Utkatasana, and then straighten the legs. So very simple motion. Exhaling, palms in, thumbs into the heart center, bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms upwards, look upwards, and then straighten the legs. Exhaling, hands in, bend the knees. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, straightening, thumbs in. Oh, and then we'll bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Let's go through this a few more times. Exhaling, straightening, hands in. Inhaling, bending, and arms reaching. So right into Ujjayi Pranayama with the breath sounding like you're fogging in and out, but the lips are sealed. Now this idea of being guided, see if we can have the breath guiding the motion of the body. So the inhale comes first, and then we respond and move. The exhale comes first, and then we respond and move. So let's continue like this. Now, as you continue to go into Utkatasana, you might create a little more challenge by lifting the heels and maybe even straightening the legs while the heels are lifted. Then you can eventually set them down. You see where you can play around. Now we'll go through one more time and we'll meet in Utkatasana. Knees bent, arms reaching up, fierce posture. Pull the belly in. Next exhalation, fold forward right over the legs and then straighten them up. Now here it's going to be hard to straighten. We haven't done much with the legs yet, so maybe you just bend them for a moment. Get them accustomed to being here. You might bend and straighten. You might have hands to hips if you're really tight in the back body. Straightening there. Just giving the legs a break for a moment. And then let's bend the knees deeply and drop the trunk, the arms, the head. Let the shoulders just sag down. Relax the fingers. Might be more difficult with the feet so close to each other. Be here for 3 more breaths. And then from here, with the knees bent, press them in towards each other and rise back up into Utkatasana. Take the arms up, and then from here we'll twist to the right. So open the left arm forward, the right arm behind. Turn the head to look past the right thumb. Spread the hands away from each other. Keep the knees facing forward. So that means keep the weight balanced in the feet. And we'll lower the right arm, bring the arms to center upwards, Look upwards, and then exhale, open to the left. Right arm forward, left arm behind. Gazing past the left thumb, notice if the knees start to shift and the hips start to shift. Keep them facing forward so we can get twisting happening in the spine. Next exhalation, lower the left arm, bring both of the arms up, look upwards, straighten the legs, palms together, thumbs towards the heart center. Okay, right from here, step the feet apart so they're hips distance. And then we'll step the left foot to the back of the mat and keep the back heel lifted for a moment. Let's keep it just like this actually. Next inhale, reach the arms upwards. We're going to twist the spine once again, but let's focus on straightening the back leg and sinking into the front leg. Might have to step that left foot, scooch it back a little bit. Next, exhale, twist to the right, just like we did a moment ago with the legs in a different position. Take the arms out. Right arm behind, left arm forward. Look past the right thumb. Lower the right arm, bring it forward, reach both arms upwards, and then in the next exhale, bring hands to the hips. Step the left foot up a little bit and then straighten both of the legs. So we're going to have the feet apart still. They're still hips distance. If you take a look down, you'll see. And then we'll have all the toes facing forward. And then from here, we'll be folding forward, but we'll take hands behind and hold opposite elbows with the hands. And let's fold halfway. So start to send the trunk forward by leading with the heart. Once we're about halfway, we'll send the right hip back, the left hip forward, evening the hips out. And then just seeing how far can you go without bending the legs or bending the back. Wherever you find that point, that end point, you can stay there and focus on breathing. Two more breaths. And we'll start to rise up, keeping the arms as they are. And then we'll step the left foot forward next to the right, feet hips distance apart. Release the arms. Let's circle the arms a little bit. And then we're going to work with the other side. So right from here, we'll reach the arms upwards. And then on the next exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Situate the legs first. Straighten the back leg. Bending the front leg, left leg. Sinking into that front knee, but keeping the trunk nice and long, the spine nice and long. I was looking for that vertical axis with the spine. For almost, all the upright positions, we're really focusing on this vertical axis. So we're allowing the spine to energize. Now from here, we'll be twisting to the left. So when you're ready, left arm behind, right arm forward. Turn to look past the left thumb. This requires lots of balance. So using the whole body as a whole unit, seeing it as a whole unit, experiencing it that way to help with that. Another deep breath. Bring the left arm down, forward, upwards. And then we'll take hands behind, find opposite elbows. Step the right foot up a little bit. Same posture, intense side stretch. Toes all face forward, take a look down. If you need more for balance, you can step the feet apart in terms of towards the sides of the mat. Otherwise, hips distance. Make sure the right toes are facing forward. Inhale, look upwards. Exhale, lead with the heart, hinging forward, keeping legs and the back as straight as you can. Sending left hip back, right hip forward. This time to level the hips. Every exhalation sinking in. And yet still keeping the limbs straight, the legs, the spine. Another deep breath. Inhale, start to rise, and then we'll step the right foot forward. Okay, bring the big toes together, the heels apart, release the arms down. Now let's just go through a few more cycles of what we started earlier. So we will start by inhaling, bending the knees, reaching the arms upwards, looking up. Exhale, straighten, hands come in. Inhaling. Exhaling. We'll take a few more. Now we're going to be meeting in Utkatasana once again. And then we'll keep the knees bent, bring the palms in to each other, thumbs to the heart center. And now we're going to twist again, but we'll hook left elbow outside the right knee and turn to the right. You're really finding the bind to help out here, pushing arm into thigh, looking past the right elbow, turning the fingertips inwards. Next inhale, come to center, keep the knees bent. Exhale, we'll go to the left, turn the head to the left. Again, fingertips not out, not in the same direction as the crown of the head, but inwards towards the heart. Next inhale, come back to center. And then as you exhale, fold. Straighten the legs. This time take the feet to the edges of the mat. And then find a place for the hands to rest. So maybe you have blocks. Maybe they can find the mat. Release the head. Shake the head out. And then eventually just let the head hang loose. You'll feel it pull the spine. Nice clearing breath out through the mouth. Another breath. we're going to switch to seated with the ankles crossed. So see how you'd like to get there. You might want to get there in a more dynamic way, or come to knees first, whatever it is. We'll come to seated. And then once you're here, bring the soles of the feet together. Bring the hands to about the ankles, maybe about the shins. Come forward so that you can push the elbows into the knees and the knees back into the elbows, or arms into legs and legs back into arms. And on the inhalation, let's take 2 breaths as we inhale and create resistance. And then on the next exhalation, release the legs and press them down with the arms. Let the head go a little bit. Now we'll do this only on the inhalation. So inhale, push the legs and arms into each other. On the exhalation, send the legs down. Inhale, push into each other. Exhale, sending down. Once more. And then release, let go here. So maybe you just let the head hang loose today. Release the arms, let the back round. Or maybe you like to support the head, so you might be bringing some blocks towards the feet. And then you can just really give yourself permission to let go and stop controlling the body. Approaching our postures without all of our previous conditioning, looking to each posture as being new. And when we can do that, then we are being guided in deeper ways. About 4 more deep breaths. And we're going to start to rise out. So let's go in order here. Start from the base of the spine, use the hands to press up. And once you come to seated, roll all the way down to the back. So plant the feet first and then come all the way down. Bring the knees into the chest, rock a little bit side to side. You might move the head along. I like to move the head in the opposite direction of the knees when I'm here, and I usually find a little opening in the upper back. And we'll come to center and plant the feet down. We'll find a bridge posture, set to Bandhasana. Bring the heels as close to the bottom as you can. Make sure the feet are in line with the sitting bones. And then when you're ready, walk shoulders back towards each other. Pull the pelvis in, lift the hips upwards. Maybe bring arms underneath and interlace fingers with straight arms. If shoulders and chest are tight, you have elbows pushing in and the fingertips upwards. Elbows pushing to the mat. Engage the glutes a little bit more. Really utilize them. Draw the knees towards each other. Release the arms. Exhale. Lower the hips down. Bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Let's find a reclining pigeon. So then we'll lift the left leg. We're flexing the right foot. And we'll hold the left leg with the arms. So here you can hold back of the thigh, the shin, or the knee. Relax the left foot for a moment. And then maybe you engage the left foot by circling it. as the right foot stays flexed. Eventually being able to just let go of that left foot, maybe flexing it here. I find flexing it helps the whole body, as well as flexing the right foot, stabilizing the knee, and really getting into the right hip. But 2 more breaths. And then releasing left foot, right foot. Bring the left ankle on top of right thigh, draw the right leg in. But in this time you might work with the right ankle, circling as the left ankle stays flexed. And releasing, right foot, left foot. Take the legs and extend them forward, reach the arms behind, find length with the whole body. And then we will release and come to lying down right into Shavasana, relaxing the limbs completely. Now it's time to be here without any effort at all. We were utilizing a relaxed effort as we were moving through our practice. You're focusing on being active in some ways and inactive in others. And now it's time to be passive, to receive, to release our effort, relax the effort even more, and just be here, resting completely. Before you change anything, notice the heart beating in the chest. Watch the breath moving in and out effortlessly. And then begin to grow the inhalation and let the breath get deeper as you come back to the body. Bring movement to the hands and the feet. Finding length with the body once again. And pulling knees in to the chest, arms, drawing them in closer. Maybe some swaying. You can roll to the side and then press your way up to seated. Sitting up tall. Before we seal the practice, bring hands to the knees, roll the shoulders, drop the head, and then with the shoulders still, just circle the head a couple times. Switching directions. Shaking the head out, and then bringing the head to center. Let's reach the arms upwards. Exhale, palms together, draw the thumbs into the heart center. Giving ourselves permission to let the personality and all of our conditioning get out of the way of the soul, so that the soul may guide us through this day. And we can say internally, I and the soul are one. I, the soul, will use the personality this day in love and service. I and the soul are one. I, the soul, will use the personality this day in love and service. And we'll seal this with Om. Deep breath in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste.